Hello students, good morning. I am Dhirendra of Modern English School, New Area, Senior Wing. This is 6th part of video lecture for class 8, History, chapter 4. Dear student, yesterday we studied about forest laws and how trade of tribal people collapsed. When tribal people banned from entering into the forest and their occupation were collapsed, they were forced to adopt odd jobs such as job in constructional site, making road, pulling rickshaws, etc. Some tribal people found job in plantation work, for example, tea plantation and coal mines in Jharkhand. But these works were too very oppressive. They were paid very less wages and they were prevented from returning to home. So we can say that these works were also very oppressive for tribal people. Now question may arise, did tribal people rebel against British? Did tribal people rebel against exploitation? Let us see what tribal people did against British administration. Dear student, tribal people in each and every part of India rebelled against British. They rebelled against forest laws. They rebelled against ban on shifting cultivation, against exploitation, and they also rebelled against increased tax they had to pay. For example, Koli rebelled in 1831-32. Santhal rebelled against British in 1855. Tribal people started Bastar Revolution in Chhattisgarh in 1901 and Warli movement was started in the state of Maharashtra in 1940. Dear student, Birsa Munda had led one of the such movement. Let us know something about Birsa Munda. Dear student, Birsa Munda, born in 1870s in very poor Munda family. He spent his childhood by grazing sheep, by wandering into the forest, by dancing, and by helping his father. Due to his poverty, his father had to move from one place to another place. But meanwhile, Birsa Munda saw the Sardar of community urging the people of community to rebel against British. They told their people that they would regain the control over the land of their ancestor. They told their people that a day will come, they would compel the British to run away from India. When Birsa Munda grew up, he joined the missionaries for education. In missionaries, he came to know that they would regain their power. They would regain their control over their community, over the forest again when they become true Christian. Means if they adopted Christianity, they would regain control over forest. They would regain their power. Birsa Munda spent sometimes with Vaishnav. Vaishnav means worship, the person who worship Vishnu. He adopted Christianity. After Christianity, he adopted Vaishnav. Dear student, after educating himself, Birsa Munda wanted to bring some reform in his society. He told their people that not to believe in witchcraft or sorcery. Stop taking wine. They told their people to clean their villages. Means they urged their people to live a sacred life. Birsa Munda also promised his people that he would regain power. He would regain control over their forest. Means they would be able to practice shifting cultivation again. They would have complete control over springs. Means Birsa Munda told them that he would bring Satyug for tribal people. But this movement, these agitations, these activities of Birsa Munda had agitated British. British were worried about the activity of Birsa Munda. So, as uprisings increased, Birsa Munda was arrested by British on the charge of what? On the charge of creating uprising against British. He was arrested in 1895 for 2 years. But when he was released in 1997, he moved from village to village, spreading the message of revolution. He adopted white flag as their symbol. Birsa Munda keep forward their rituals so that Birsa Munda create sense of unity in tribal people. But unfortunately, in 1900, Birsa Munda died of cholera. After his death, revolution became weaker. But these revolutions were important in 2 ways. First, now British administration, colonial rule, were compelled to make laws so that lands of tribal people would not be taken away by any British. Second, this made clear that tribal people had capacity to revolt against British. If their interests are hampered, they can show anger against British. And tribal people did this in very specific way. They united themselves by symbolizing their rituals. That's all. This is the end of this chapter. Stay home to fight with Corona. Have a nice day.